You're on.
In the studio with Easton Corbin, we're going to head all over the road. What a great song.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
How did you find that song?
You know what? It's funny, my producer, he actually wrote that song, and he just brought it to me one day and said, man, I want you to hear this and see what you think. And when I first heard it, I was like, man, I love that song. It's just really fun and upbeat. Of course, he told me the way they kind of came up with that is one of the writers was, well, there was 3 writers on it, and it was Wade Kirby, Ashley Gorley, and Carson Chamberlain. And he said that Ashley was riding into town one time, and early in the morning, so the car in front of him, I guess, was everywhere. And he was talking to Wade on the phone. He's like, man, this car in front of me is all over the road.
That's it.
And then that's kind of how it starts. So then they got in there. He's like, man, we got to write that. So there you go.
I got to tell you, now, was it easier making your second album than it was your first album?
You know, I wouldn't say easier. It was a little more pressure. You know, we had done really well with the first record. So there was a little pressure to, you know, try to keep that bar up there. But, you know, I kind of went back to the thought of, you know, just making music that you love and you relate to. And I know if I did that, you know, everybody else would feel the same way. And I feel like I've done that on this record. You
know, we talked a long time ago about your influence. I know Haggard was a big influence of yours, as well as George Strait. People still comparing you to George Strait?
Well, I heard a little bit, but yeah, that's a huge compliment.
That's a heck of a compliment.
Yeah, you know, you couldn't get much better than that.
And you have met George before, haven't you?
I have met George right here, actually.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool experience.
I was there. That was so cool because George Strait knew exactly who Easton was. That was neat. It was a magic.
I was nervous. I went into fan mode. The cool went right out the window. Trust me. Yeah.
Okay, now let's go back in time. This is for the kids. FFA in high school.
FFA.
Let's tell everybody what you did at FFA. It's very impressive.
Well, I don't know about that, but no, I actually shook cows at the local livestock fair and stuff down there with FFA, and of course I was involved with 4-H too when I was a kid.
But you were an officer, weren't you?
Well, I was a little bit. I could have probably been more active, you know. So I goofed off a lot too.
But he enjoyed it. And the main thing is he's real country.
I had a good time.
We look forward to visiting with you again for the next album. What are your plans for the coming fall and summer?
Well, we're going to be out with Blake Shelton this summer on the 10 Times Crazier tour. Oh, no, it's great because we've been on tour with him before out there. He's a great guy, and I love Blake and all his crew, and we have a good time. Probably too good a time.
Yeah, we'll see those pictures later probably. Easton Corbin in the studio with us.
Thank you.